Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live.
One day I'm going to operate on ready. Good morning, my fellow psychic enthusiasts. I do have a disclaimer about yesterday that I'm discussing with one of my peeps right now. I feel like this whole, let me see, mic check, mic check. I feel like this whole, let's see, mic check, mic check. All right, I feel like this whole Monique son situation has morphed into a competition. I feel like the mother has gone overboard now. I do feel like she had a right to point out that they have been in communication, but it wasn't lost on me that the text stopped at 2021, which tells me something had gone down since then. I also find it weird that the son calls him daddy as Monique calls him daddy. There's some weird shit going on coming from him too. And I do want to say, I do want to point out that maybe both parties are in some weird competition, which happens between parents. Um, I do want to say, has Monique tried? Yes, but Monique is the type of person that tries, throws a rock, and then hides the rock. Or is daddy who she hides behind. Um, I think the son deserves a voice. I just wish it wasn't under these circumstances. And I just wish he could have used his voice differently, right? I wish he didn't read. I wish from his computer. I wish he would have spoken from his heart, right? It's not that I don't believe him. I think the methodology is unbelievable. And I've never been a fan of Monique, and I've never lied about that. That's the one thing y'all got to say about me. I don't flip flop. But some other text messages came out where she like let it slip in there, something about his mental health, and that didn't show up the days before. So she's doing like little sneaky things to win. Maybe it's her, maybe it's daddy, but it doesn't really matter. It's her text to her son. I've had problems with my own son. And just yesterday, I wished him a happy Valentine's Day, thinking he's not going to get it because I know what time of day it is. But he responded 4 hours later. He still responded. And I Text back, you responded? Oh my God. You could tell he's still upset, right? But I said to him, today, I'm just going to be happy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get into the tit tat of you, me, I, who did what. Today, communications has opened. And that makes me happy. Even if you opened it up to still be upset, kind of, sort of. But it didn't really matter, right? It was one of the best days of my life. So I really want people that are having problems with their children to accept today. Today. Like, my son has every right to reach out to me and still be, like, perturbed. That's your right. And I'm going to give it to you, right? I'm not trying to win. Like, who was right, who was wrong. Everybody's wrong, everybody's right. Uh, I'm wrong. And I know how to say I'm sorry. So just be open to the ability to hear I'm sorry, right? But I'm getting more and more disappointed in Monique. Like, you're turning this into trash. You're turning this into a reality trash. And I don't want that for you and your son, Monique. So I'm going to ask you to stand down. I'm going to ask you to let your son have a voice in this. I'm going to ask you that even if you look bad, be about it. Because the bottom line here, there's trauma from another woman raising him. And that is going to be the bottom line all day, every day. That is something he will always have to work through. Because you had other kids and kept them. I have some concern. See, this damn neighbor is back again. Oh, he's going to be problems for me. I'm going to file a harassment complaint against him if he says anything to me. So let's see what everyone is saying. Malika, Circuit, hello, sweetie. Hi, Bobo. Hey, Cookie. Grand Rising and Good Health Chat. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Steven. Hi, Camilla. Hey, C. Good health. Your good health to you, Camilla. Carmela. C. Love and peace and blessings to you. Jazz. Hi, Tracy. How you doing? I'm doing good. Sweet Carmel. Peace and blessing, everyone. Happy Thursday. I can't believe it's Thursday already. I'm taking my car in tomorrow. Please pray over my car, everyone, because it's an inanimate object, and inanimate objects need prayer too. Marcella, amore, hello everyone. Bree says, good morning, Bree. I look at Monique and Son's issues as similar to Kirk Franklin and his son's issues. Both situations are in need of love and forgiveness on both parts. Yes, true. I'm wondering if there's some addiction issues. Kirk Franklin is addicted to porn, and he has been addicted to porn for many years. I'm wondering if Monique had a drinking issue. And I say that because if there's something else in the middle, it's hard to heal. It's hard to hear, it's hard to heal. if you drink, do weed, take prescription drugs, it's kind of like, am I getting a head on conversation? Like, what am I getting if you're a parent doing the extra stuff? What if Monique had, uh, does anybody know? Does she have a drug issue? Because that would make so much more sense to me. Does Monique have an addiction issue? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that's not her.
It's been a journey, but I think it's been a.
Oh, my God. These people. Does anybody know? You know, I'm getting hot, so I feel like there might be some hidden issues here. Whenever heat comes to me, is that something in a reading I need to do? Oh, I'm so happy. I'm happy for the communication. I'm happy for the ability to communicate, Marlene. I'm happy to listen to his side of things. Controversy. Let's see. All right. I'm going to check that. I feel like there might be something there. Very happy, Marlene. Thank you for asking. Grand Rising, Mother of Brats. Um, Let me get something. I just saw something here. Let me see something. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, there it is. Save photo. Let me put this here. Tracy Brown Live. Guys and gals. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Sorry, guys. I. Whew. All right. Let's see if I can find the article I just sent to myself. There you go. All right. I did want to play the opening of ABC News credits. So let me just find it real quick. And you know what you can do. Please subscribe. Please like. Please share. And welcome. I'm going to play the opening credits for ABC News.
News World Headquarters in New York. Tonight, breaking news as we come on the air in the West. The deadly shooting erupting at the Super Bowl celebration in Kansas City. And tonight, the new and staggering number of victims just in tonight. The gunfire erupting just as the rally was coming to an end. Multiple people shot, at least one dead tonight, and hospital authorities saying just moments ago, multiple children were shot. The Super Bowl champions were just being escorted from the stage when this all played out. Alex Perez standing by live on the scene in Kansas City and what our team has now learned tonight. Also this evening, the chaos, the fear after cryptic words on Capitol Hill today over Russia and a potential nuclear threat for satellites in space. The Republican head of the House Intelligence Committee catching Americans off guard, suggesting a, quote, serious national security threat, even before a scheduled briefing tomorrow with the White House. So tonight here, what is this threat? As the Republican House Speaker now says, there's no reason for panic. Mary Bruce is standing by. The terrifying moment.
Two things. Let's start with the threat from space, from Russia. This is a total predicted it. You guys don't remember. Thank God I got all this on video, but now I have to find it half the time. With the morning show, with the evening show, half the times, I don't know where I put things. But I told you guys, Russia was leaving the space station and creating their own space station. They were going to do it in March of 2024. It's coming up. This was about 2 years ago, 18 months ago. When they leave the space station, they're going to cut the cable. Particularly to America. We are not prepared logistically. Now I understand why that movie, Where Do I Live or Where Do I Go by Michelle and Barack Obama, former president, came out. Now I know why all my video feeds are saying we're going to lose electricity for 3 days. I think it's going to be more than 3 days because we are not prepared for this. Now I know why all my video feeds are showing me how to create light. All my video feeds are showing me how to create food. Right now I can live off of basil and scallions because that's what I'm growing, basils and scallions, that's it. Now I know how to boil a small pot of water using cupcake tins and votive candles. If I want something hot, I don't need anything hot. There's a security threat out there. And we are at the mercy, the complete mercy of Russia creating their own space station. No one else will be on that space station, which means we will never know what they're up to. The space station right now is international. That's what it is right now. We share space with others. Everything that we do is on satellite. Everything that we do, it's through satellite. So remember those planes we saw dropping out of the sky in that movie? How do you think the planes run? We never had an alternate system. We never had, what if the system shuts down, emergency plan. Oh, well, that would sound more reasonable. TikTok is stating could be up to 6 months to a year. Now, there are forces available to us, right? Because when the internet was cut by I don't know who to Ukraine, then Tesla's Starlink made an appearance. So the Starlink could still be very prominent. See, nothing happens without something else already being in the ether, right? So every time oh, look at my lovely bird. Hey, birdie bird. It's a rooster that comes here. Oh, go to bitch with her. Oh, he always comes by himself. He brought a bitch with her. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. This is not good. You know what I like to tell the universe when the universe is communicating with me? Because this bird, it's a long story. This bird comes to my window and other windows every day. So I always say good morning to it. Oh, see, here goes the maintenance guy. Oh, they don't like the maintenance guy because he's about to kick their asses. Ooh. I always tell the rooster, I always like, go be my helper. I always go, good morning, rooster, good morning. Because it, back window, blah, 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 blah. Then it goes, it circles, comes to the front, and I always go, good morning, rooster, go be my helper, please, go be my assistant. All right. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Real Talk with Mr. Prince. Oh my God, you're so cute. Sanji, good morning, Tracy, and everyone. Have a fantastic day. You too. Okay, so TikTok is saying 6 months to a year. I believe that. We are not prepared for Star Wars. Even though the movie Star Wars taught us to get prepared. But we can't get prepared if we keep giving money to other countries. We could have been prepared. America makes enough money to be the superpower in everything. But we can't be prepared if we're giving billions to other countries. We also can't be prepared if we're not giving reparations to people that you stole from Africa. Let that sit in. We also can't be prepared if those Africans that were already living here amongst the Indians and you annihilated the Indians and enslaved Africans that were already here, 12 years a slave. You were so focused on the wrong things in the past 245 years, America. You're not prepared. All right, that's all I have to say. Predicted it. Do you guys want to hear more about what they're saying is going to happen with this damn space wars? Because it's not pretty. Um, it's not pretty. So I'm just gonna tell you guys to stock up on beans, packaged beans, um, because they can just sit in the bag since forever. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna do a bean and rice abundance bread. Everyone does not have to technically suffer, but everyone will share the suffering. And remember the model of the movie that President ex former President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama made. It comes down to love and caring for your neighbors. That's what it comes down to. So we'll see. Do you guys want to hear the rest of it? Let me see if I can get over there. This might be the security one, so let's hear it.
David, sources tell me there's no evidence pointing to terrorism thus far, and that for the time being, the Kansas City Police Department will be the lead agency. But it's still early in the
We'll talk about that in a minute.
investigation, and if anything changes, FBI agents are already at the scene assisting local police. But sources say it is a painful reminder that any law panic. Mary Bruce at the White House.
Tonight, that cryptic warning from the Republican chairman of the House Intelligence Committee sending shockwaves through Washington. Congressman Mike Turner demanding the White House declassify information and brief Congress about what he called a serious national security threat. White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan baffled by the move, since he had already scheduled a briefing with Turner and other key congressional leaders for tomorrow.
I am a bit surprised that Congressman Turner came out publicly today.
Tonight, we are learning the nature of the threat. Two sources familiar with the intelligence say it involves Russia wanting to put a nuclear weapon in space, a goal they have not yet accomplished. Russia's supposed intention is not to drop the weapon onto Earth, but rather to possibly use it against satellites. It is very concerning and very sensitive, says one source. It is a big deal. The White House says President Biden has been tracking the situation and was the one who told the National Security Advisor to engage top members of Congress. On Capitol Hill, Chairman Turner ducking our questions.
Congressman, what do you make of the firestorm that you've set off today? Can you explain why you made this decision? People are alarmed, sir. Was this worth it?
Yes.
Speaker Johnson. Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson now trying to calm Americans after the Republican House Intelligence Chairman sounded the alarm.
I want to assure the American people there is no need for public alarm. We are going to work together to address this matter. Steady hands are at the wheel. We're working on it, and there's no need for alarm.
But some Democrats say this is concerning.
How worried should people be about this intelligence?
Well, I worry all the time about Vladimir Putin. I think we got to be concerned about the tyrants of the world being on the march. This is one more thing to worry about in terms of Vladimir Putin and his attack on democracy and freedom.
Well, this is unsettling on a couple of different levels here. Mary Bruce with us from the White House tonight. Mary, Americans watching at home now here in Russia and this potential desire to put a nuclear weapon perhaps into space after the Republican chair of the House Intelligence Committee warned of this serious national security threat. But without any other information and without this White House briefing set for lawmakers tomorrow, a lot of people are going to ask, why alarm everyone tonight without the full picture, without the briefing that's scheduled for tomorrow?
Oh, well, David, Turner has been tight-lipped. His motivations are unclear, though he has long been sounding the alarm about Russia's aggression. But tonight, lawmakers from both parties are questioning why he did this today. Tonight, the top Republican and Democrat on the Senate Intelligence Committee in a joint statement saying they have been rigorously tracking this issue and are discussing an appropriate response, and then warning it's important to be cautious about potentially disclosing sources and methods that could impact the U.S.'s ability to respond. David.
All right, you'll continue to.
The whistleblower was necessary because what was the White House going to do? Wait until we were in a blackout? Guys, at this stage of the game, it doesn't matter. Start preparing. Your video YouTube feed is going to, or IG is going to start showing you what you need to do to survive. So, start your tomato beds, start your lettuce beds, start your basil and cilantro beds, right? allow yourselves some ability to feed off of the land. So, all of you that are filling yourselves up on fast foods, stop. Because when the break comes, you're so used to fast food, your body is going to go into a spasm. It won't understand lettuce, right? So start practicing right now how to diminish your need for KFC, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's. Get your children off of this crap, all right? Get get yourself mentally healthy, because what's about to happen is scary. But get yourself mentally healthy. Get your canned this, that, and the third. Canned beans, canned asparagus, can. And don't go out and spend $500 worth. It's not going to happen right now. That you can trust. But you can start buying things in your, to put in your closet and cabinets. The only problem you all are going to really have, seriously, is water. Water is going to be your biggest problem. And none of us are prepared for the amount of water that's going to be required. That's the scary part. So we're going to have a problem with water. We're going to have a problem with sewage. The backed up sewage is going to kill us. Well, I definitely think you're right. I think part of the aliens are here is the reasoning that they know this is about to happen. So, I forgot how many cases of water you need per person, but if this goes on for 6 months, it won't matter. I mean, get water because you're going to need to ration. Um, I feel bad for the elderly because they can't get their pills. I feel bad for the sick. I feel bad for people in the hospital or people that's going to have, medical issues. Because once this system that we're so accustomed to goes down, people are going to go mentally crazy. I think that I don't believe in fear. I believe in preparing, right? I just want, this is what I want from everyone more than anything. I want y'all to stop having anxiety. I want y'all to stop worrying about money and jobs. I want y'all to start like loving your families, right? I think if we shift what love means to us, I think we can all survive this. I really do. I don't believe in one man taking a whole country down. I'm a fighter, and I'm gonna fight to survive. And nobody's gonna make me crazy, right? Like, you guys don't understand. You guys got a taste, as of recently, of the many blackouts that we have. I mean, every other day there's a blackout. You know what I said? I said, God is preparing me. God is preparing me. Every time there's a blackout, y'all be feeling bad for me. But I'm like, no, I'm used to it. Right? And you're like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah, I'm used to it. It happens at least once a week. Um, And in the wintertime, at least once a week. But then on a bad summer day, when everybody's using their air conditioner, it could be twice a week. I have one iPad that comes from the internet. My phone comes from the internet. And I can survive with these blackouts that it comes from the internet. But I feel like God is making me practice how to survive without electricity. So, I mean, call me for your own personal reading because what the hell is that? Finding weird things on my body lately. Oh, it looks like it's like an ingrown hair. Oh man, and it's off to the side where I can't see it. It's all right. Damn it. This is when you need somebody around to help you. Let's see if I can get a little closer. I'll make my way to a dermatologist. I'll see what it looks like. In any case, it just feels lumpy, but so does ingrown hair. Ingrown hair is lumpy too. And, alright. In any case, maybe what you all can do, call me for your own personal reading on any topic because one, I want y'all to stop panicking over your job and over your money. I want you to understand you're fine as is. I need you guys to stop panicking over whether or not you need a new car. Like, please don't do that. Give yourself some time to recognize the world is changing. Please do not be like, I need a new car. And when you do get a new car, you don't need a brand new car with mortgage payments. Don't do that. You know what kind of car I asked God for? That you guys help me pay for? I said to God, I want a used car. I was very adamant about that. I said, I want a used car. I said, I do not want to make payments on the car, right? Then I thought about it. And at the very last minute, I said, God, I need a car with the butt. Because I was thinking of a small used car, right? Then I thought about it and I said, God, I need a car with the butt. I'm the only one here. I don't want to have a little car and I have to buy a chair and it doesn't fit in my car. So give me a car with the butt. And what showed up? A Chevy Blazer for $750. I asked God for what I actually needed, not what I wanted. I wanted a car. I need a car that works. I don't need a fancy, beautiful, gorgeous, plush interior, Siri, Google Maps car. I got a 2002 runner. It's like it turns over, and that's the best it could do right now. It turns over and run. I don't have radio in this damn car. Oh, by the way, get a portable radio. Hi, Patricia. Hi, sweetie. You sent me something the other day. Okay, for those of you in, cold weather, listen, go to the Salvation Army and buy up blankets. Don't waste your credit cards on Amazon. No, go to the Salvation Army and buy up blankets. Bleach the blankets when you wash them. Doesn't matter if you're not getting blankets for the looks. You're storing blankets for the future. If some of you have a fireplace, you're going to be luckier than others for heat. So this is where community comes in. This is where you might have to tell people, come in and commune with us overnight. Like you don't know. You might have to remember when neighbors used to talk to each other. You might have to talk to your neighbors now. But those of you that live in a city, if something comes across my feed on safe heating, I will let you know. Yeah, driverless cars are going to be the worst. Remember, the movie pointed that out. Remember? All right. Are we good? Did I scare you enough? I'm not scaring you. I'm asking for prep work now. Be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared. And remember, love is the key. Because the lack of love that we show one another is the reason why this is happening. So love will prevail. Remember that. Some of y'all might find your lasting mate under this crisis. Seriously. I know if something happens over here, if it happens over there, it's going to happen over here. I got love from my neighbors. I know they are not going to let me suffer. I know I'm not going to let them suffer. So we're going to find a way to commune better. I'm just worried about everyone's meds and stuff, but it's a whole nother thing. Are you guys okay? I hope I didn't scare you. I know it's scary, but I hope I didn't scare you.
All right, you'll continue to report this out. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Taylor Swift and Travis Kielce's parade. We're going to have ABC News talk about it.
Shot. Hospital authorities telling us moments ago multiple children were among those hit. Nearly 1 million people had gathered to celebrate the Kansas City Chiefs coming home for a victory rally. But this was the moment that the shots began just as the Super Bowl champs were leaving the stage. Our ABC station, KMBC, capturing these images. You can hear the shots there and then the chaos, the crowd stunned and trying to escape. People began to run as they realized it was gunfire they were hearing. This again all playing out as the players were leaving the stage, police hurrying them away. It appears some didn't even realize at that point what was happening. Officers with guns drawn running through the crowd toward Union Station. Tonight, the video showing Chiefs fans chasing a suspect and taking him down. Tonight, at least 3 people taken into custody. The suspects were armed. Police say they have recovered some of the weapons. ABC's Alex Perez leading us off tonight from the scene in Kansas City.
Tonight, panic and chaos in Kansas City just as the victory celebration was ending. This was the moment that gunfire rang out. You could hear it in the crowd. Our station affiliate KNBC broadcasting live when the shots were fired.
Shots were fired west of Union Station near the garage. Multiple people were struck.
Hundreds of terrified fans running for their lives.
All of a sudden, people started crushing forward. Everybody started running. There was screaming. We didn't know what was happening, but this day and age, when people run, you run. And so I put my arms around her, and we tried to push through so people wouldn't run on top of us. And there was a woman crying, saying something about somebody had been shot.
This video appears to show bystanders tackling someone as they try to run away. Another video showing law enforcement tackling another person to the ground. At least one person killed. Multiple others shot. Law enforcement running through the crowd with weapons drawn, hopping over barricades. First responders treating victims on the ground, ferrying multiple patients on stretchers to waiting ambulances. At the hospital, medical workers rushing the injured into the building. Back at the scene, snipers scanning the crowd from rooftops.
We heard gunshots, but we thought they were fireworks, so half of us didn't really respond to it. But after, we did realize that a shooting took place, which was quite shocking.
The crowd, estimated to be about 800,000, packing the entire downtown all morning. The players, holding a rally on the stage right in front of Union Station, had just left the stage when the gunfire began.
All of a sudden, it sounded like fireworks, and we're like, oh, okay. And then my daughter yelled, get down, get down. So she grabbed me and pulled me down. I'm angry at what happened today. The people who came to this celebration should expect a safe environment. We had over 800 law enforcement officers, Kansas City and other agencies, at the location to keep everyone safe. Because of bad actors, which were very few, this tragedy occurred, even in the presence of uniformed law enforcement officers.
And tonight we're learning the name of that victim. Kansas City radio station KKFI saying one of their DJs, Lisa Lopez Galvan, was killed at the parade.
Just an awful.
Because of a few bad actors, that's a poor choice of words. Whenever it's white, it's bad actors because of a few bad actors. If this was black, it would be terrorists. It would be gangs. Like, I find it, the wording, very, very interesting. All right, so, let me just post this. I am disgusted with the choice of words. Like, I've just had enough. Now take a look at this picture. Now take a look at this picture. Let me tell you how inconsiderate Travis Kielce is. Even though they knew there was firefighting and shooting, look at him taking a picture. Now, this article reads, Fury, and this is from the Daily Mail, and you know how much the UK doesn't like America. Fury at caveman Travis Kielce for partying at sports bar just hours after 21 fans were shot, including 9 kids and 1 killed in parade shooting. Mayor reveals child victims are age 6 to 15. Now, spiritually, and I know this is like a weird podcast today, but I want you guys to go with me. Spiritually, those three men that died, that they kept calling the Kansas City Three, that froze in the snow, that was a precursor to this. That was a precursor. We're not looking at the signs enough. We're not saying to ourselves, what's the future when something like that happens? Maybe if we had looked at it better, especially tarot readers, I really want to invite tarot readers to dig. And my favorite phrase now is dig a little deeper. Dig a little deeper because the connection between the three dying before the Super Bowl and the incident that happened after the Super Bowl is a triangular issue, right? It's a straight line. Three men, Super Bowl parade, right? It's in a straight line. Um, so these selfish NFL continue to have a party. Travis Kelce callously, this is from the Daily Mail, so they are not happy with Americans at all. So they're being mean. Travis Kelce callously carried on his Super Bowl victory party at a Kansas City restaurant last night while injured fans lay in the hospital and a family mourned the death of one shot at the parade. When are we going to have a conscience and stop supporting people like Travis Kelce? Didn't Travis Kelce, on top of everything else, didn't he scream in a coach's ear at the game? This boy is finding his ass, and he's not looking at the doodle that's coming out of it. Did you guys see that part? Kelsey posted a smiling selfie with two police officers stationed outside in an ill-timed outing following his antics on stage where he appeared to be drunk, too drunk to speak. The selfie sparked backlash from some fans, with one saying, "Not a good look for him," a few hours after a person was killed and others were wounded. Others defended the Super Bowl star and felt he had a right to enjoy a meal out with his teammates after he said he was heartbroken over the horror shooting. All bets are off. Everything should have been canceled. The NFL should have told the Kansas City Chiefs, go home. Like, how could you not care? I mean, we're in that place in this world where it doesn't matter that 15 people were compromised. Could have been worse. Would you have had more compassion if something would have reached one of your teammates? Like, what's happening here? Like, we have to stop. I mean, comment down below what you think. Like, am I wrong? Like, and by the way, 3 suspects were in custody. 3 people? Oh my God. Am I wrong, guys? Let me know. Maybe I'm looking at things through like the worst eyes ever. Maybe,
Guys, let me know.
maybe I'm being unfair. Mm. Mystical feline. Hi, sweetie. She says you're not wrong. Thank you, because I feel kind of stupid. I feel kind of stupid, Carrie. Like, isn't that our job? To care and to not like knowing that it could have been you, Kelsey. It could have been you. And I also believe that the games were fixed. I believe Travis is a drunk. I believe him and Taylor don't date. I believe Taylor has a relationship with the NFL. But now I have concerns for Taylor and this, you know, relationship with the NFL and concerts and stadiums and like, is everyone going to be safe at your concerts anymore, Taylor? I mean, I think if you have enough money right now, Taylor, I think all concerts just need to end. I'm dead serious. I think with something like this happening, I think people should take a stand and be like, we're not doing no concerts. I mean, you can't go to a concert and just have fun? That's weird to me. Yes. He made it all about him. Yes. So true. So, if you guys are thinking about relocating, I would encourage the islands. I really will. I really would. I would I would say figure it out. All right. Any other questions, guys? Travis has been acting out since his dating with Taylor. He thinks he's the man now. I know. I've been watching. And when he won the Super Bowl, he was all over Taylor to me in an inappropriate way. Like that dancing he was doing, it looked like a drunk man's dance. And Taylor kind of had to like push him away from her because she was like, "Oh, you're disgusting right now. What are you doing?" Yeah, yeah. But it feels like control in a childish kind of way. It feels like my grandchild, where like he's like powerful, but Travis, you didn't do anything spectacular on the floor. Did you guys see where he yelled at his coach in the old man's ear? Did you guys see that? I'm like, God, God, what is happening? What's his name? Travis? During the Super Bowl, the Kansas City Chiefs player Travis was seen aggressively yelling at his coach and making physical contact with him, causing the coach to nearly lose his balance. It happened after Chiefs running back Isaiah Pacheco fumbled the ball near the end zone in the second quarter. And this is the look, guys. Show it. Let me get back. This is a video. I want an article. This is it. This is him yelling at his coach. What a little bitch. I mean, this is terrible. And then on his podcast, he goes, "So Big Red, sorry if I caught you with that cheap shot, baby. You're a DI, $K. That's what you are, Kelsey. You guys created a monster. I can't get that fired up to the point I'm bumping coach and he's getting off balance and stuff. Oh, when he stumbled, says Kelsey, I was like, oh shit, in my head. I mean, in no way am I surprised about his behavior.
Go to Leela and plan your estate.
Shout out to the security team. Those guys are awesome. Studs. They're all good dudes too. I'm not gonna lie. Just a lot of dumbasses out here, but if you're curious, no question is dumb. No Dumb Questions is brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Go to bww.com to find your participating free Wings for America location. Limit 6 wings per guest. Let's go, Sports Bar. I have no voice. Me too. From Rue 99 on Club 92, how electric was the Super Bowl after party? It's okay. I'm still partying, baby. That's why I have no voice. I'm leaking nothing but tequila and hops, as they call them. It is oh man. I think this Accelerator is the first non-alcoholic beverage I've had. And it's only going to keep me up so that I can have a few more beverages with my friends right after this. So I've been on a roll. I know everybody's been enjoying the hell out of this one, knowing how hard we worked and how magical it was at the end and the way we did it. Nobody parties better than Jason Kielce. What are you talking about? It was electric. Having my big brother around. It really... Man. Didn't start getting to the next level until I found that luchador mask. Because initially when I first got there, you were trying to get me to go up on the stage and I'm like, nah, I'm still over here, bro.
All right, that was their Super Bowl after party podcast. I thought they were going to hit the part where he said yo bro, like talking to his coach. I shouldn't have done that. Like, oh, interesting, Tiffany. Oh, look at this. Tiffany makes a good point. Three frozen. Why is it not showing up? Sometimes. Three frozen. Well, I thought it was more than three in the helicopter. A helicopter crash to the two. No, I think it was coming from the Super Bowl, but to the Super Bowl, and three arrested in shooting parade. Those are some really spiritual numbers. 333. I mean, the privilege of it all to not care that you almost threw your coach to the ground and very disrespectfully putting on your podcast, I almost stumble you. Like, you're disgusting. Oh, oh, right. But that's not the right number, though. There was somebody else in the crash, and I think two helicopter, two airplane pilots passed. So I think it was six total, but I could be wrong. But I think it was six total. But I think the point that you're trying to make is this this Kansas City win has created more problems than we ever saw. And part of the problem um, is that the game was fixed. That is the problem. Five people, five people. Wait, no. Prominent African banker among six dead in California plane crash. Now, I'm not even bringing up this African issue. There's something wrong with that issue, period. Um, you know, Taylor, I think I told you guys they were going to break up, right? And the one thing about Taylor is that she watches her public image. That's the one thing I have to give her credit for. I could give her credit for so much more. Like, I'm never mad at Taylor, to be honest with you. But I think because she watches her public image, this is one time too many. Travis is a drunk. Travis is a spoiled, um, what do you call it? Privilege. Ugly, uneducated. Like, he really feels like, to me, like they just passed him along in his grades, right? He really feels like, to me, he got his degree, if he got his degree, because they were like, oh, you know, we're going to watch you make it to the Super Bowl, so we're going to make sure we pass you. I can promise you this guy did not get AIDS. I mean, A's. A's. I can promise you he was a C carrier. C plus. This guy is a meathead. That's what we used to call dumb men back in the day. Meatheads. He's a meathead. Oh, what did he say? I must have leaked um hops, beer and hops. Like, you're disgusting. Like, do we really needed that vision? Like, why is it cute that you got drunk? You were probably drunk on the field, and that's why you yelled in your coach's ear. Dumb jock is another one. Yep. Yep. privilege. Thank you. You heard me struggling to find the right word. We can't support this privilege. We can't support. So you all go on Travis's page and let Travis know how you feel about him. We're not supporting this mess anymore. And let Taylor know how we feel about him. Go on her page too. But you guys know I saw this breakup, right? It's gonna happen. She loves her image, loves it. And Jay-Z called her out, which wasn't fair to her. And now this whole sports thing with shooting, mm-mm. Taylor, the NFL used you. You don't need the NFL. Remember that. If I were you, I would make new contracts with the NBA stadiums. No brawn, all brawn, no brain. Like muscle men. You know what I hate more than anything? I hate muscle men that would take a beer bottle and crash it on their head because, hello, that's weird. Yeah, clout chaser. Yeah. I think, to be honest with you, I think he's going to go back to his black girlfriend. You watch. I already know what I'm talking about. They were going to try another year of this Travis and Taylor, but Taylor cannot ruin her career. I think that he's a drunk. I think that he's a DI dollar sign K. I think his black girlfriend will take him back. I believe that this dating that you all believed was real was rigged. It was never real. Never. Half the time she would kiss him like this. Get out of here. It was never real. All right, guys. Whew. This was a little serious today, huh? Oh. Yes, I agree. He going back to the black girl because they always had a plan where he was like, "Let me do this. I'm coming back to you." And they were like, "Make it look good by saying bad things about me." So the black girl went on podcasts acting like she was a victim. She wasn't. This was a whole plan on Travis' part. Monique says the same thing. I feel he's going back to Kayla. This Taylor, well, let's not call Taylor a name. We can't do that. I just put it up there. We don't have to call Taylor a name. If you want to call something a name, put it on the NFL. Put it on the NFL. The NFL needed Taylor and Travis and all of this fake shit. And look what happened, guys. We had a whole shooting. God. She better not take him back. He's a millionaire and he's making her pay one half of all the bills. I ain't got nothing to do with that. If she's stupid to take him back, what can I do? They all got used. Thank you. They all played a game, and because of Pluto in Aquarius, listen to me, guys. I thought Uranus in Taurus was bad. This was a breeze. Uranus in Taurus. But now we got 2 more years of Uranus in Taurus, and Uranus in Taurus is in here for 2 years. Then Pluto in Aquarius, basically for the next 20 years, it ain't going to be safe. It ain't going to be safe. Vogel said, I would never go back. But go back to what? Like, did the girl do something wrong? Who did? You would never go back to who? Taylor or the black girl? Because the black girl didn't do anything wrong. He left her. So I feel like they're going to get back together because this was all everyone's plan, and I feel like the plan came from the NFL. Oh, you're saying you would never, if you were Kayla, you would never go back to Travis. It would be a dumb look, child. But maybe that's what the universe is doing. Maybe the universe is trying to get Travis to see how ugly he is. So maybe now, because of this shooting, that maybe Kayla is going to have to think twice that she should go back to him. Maybe Travis needs to be by himself and figure out his personal ugly. I hear you. She's gonna go back because she was part of the plan, unless even that plan blew up with the shooting. Do you understand? Like you can have a plan, but with this Pluto and Aquarius, they'll mess up this plan, and that plan. Pluto ain't. Pluto don't like the trickery of Capricorn. When Pluto was in Capricorn, I don't know what the shadow side of Capricorn is, but everybody made money. Now Pluto's like upside down, turned upside down, inside out, ugly, ugly, ugly. North Node in Aries. Well, that also goes for the Space Wars, child. That also goes for Space Wars. Vovo. I agree. That's my point. If a man loves you, he ain't gonna put up with that shit. He's gonna be like, no, find another man to do this. I can't. I love my girl. But y'all want to do this for money? Oh, all right. Maybe I have to do a reading on this and see if Kayla and Travis, or maybe I have to see what is Taylor thinking now? What's her game plan? Because everything got thrown up in the air and the dust hasn't settled. What's her game plan? And maybe I need to see if Kayla and Travis are going to go back together. Maybe I should look at that tonight on Tracy After Dark. Does that sound like a plan? Let me know if that's something you guys want to look at. But, all right, guys. I'm going to end this. I love you all. I have a reading. Um, don't forget the horoscopes are up. 213-458-7408. Don't forget my friend Jason is having an event. Contact me if you want to go. All right. And I had Jason's information. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. Good. I had Jason's information. Let me see if I can put it up real quick. Oh, it's her birthday. I want to say happy birthday to you, Shauna. I want to say happy birthday to you. Now close your eyes and make a wish. Think about it and blow out the candles. Close your eyes and make a wish. Think about it and blow out the candles. I'm gonna be over here. This is your guy. Close your eyes and make a wish. Think about it. And blow I'm gonna be over here. This is your guy. Close your eyes and make a wish. Think about it. And blow I'm gonna be over here. This is your guy. Close your eyes and make a wish. Think about it. And blow I'm gonna be over here. This is your guy. Close your eyes and make a wish. Okay, I just wanted. Okay, enough already. I just wanted to get this across. Banners. This is Jason's information. It's $15 to join this Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. 6 p.m. Eastern. I will be there. His Venmo is Jason-McKean. His PayPal or Zelle is Jason D. McKean at yahoo.com. And his Cash App is $ Jason Tarot Wizard. All right, let's talk about that. Now, put this down. Now, also on Sunday, if you're in the DMV area, there is a masquerade ball. Dress code is black and silver. Eventbrite.com, and the code is EMB, the Entrepreneurs Masquerade Ball 2024, featuring the group Back Alley. Starts at 7 p.m., also has guest speakers. It is time for entrepreneurs to figure out how to help one another. All right? Call me for your own personal reading. And if anyone wants to participate in the watch party for the Nickelodeon documentary on um, Dan Schneider, please email me at Tracy Brown Live. The Eventbrite, the Zoom link is going out today. So watch the trailer and then come join me March 17th. All right, guys, at 9 p.m. Eastern.